Deuce, have you heard of the Menendez brothers?
Ain't Kim Kardashian trying to get them out?
Wealthy teenagers from LA who bopped their parents.
Oh, killed their parent. They must have had a good reason.
So this story is covered on Monsters, the latest from Ryan Murphy. First season was about Jeffrey Dahmer, and now we're transitioning from a certified serial killer to two brothers who had a terribly tough life.
The Menendez brothers did some foul shit, but I also knew that they went through a lot of things that kind of led to that point. I wouldn't say that they're in the same league as Dahmer.
Oh, because of this, Ryan Murphy's actually experiencing a lot of backlash, not just from the fans for capitalizing on the brothers' trauma, but from the brothers themselves behind bars, and even from Kim Kardashian, who's been pushing for their release. As you know, Kim Kardashian is an aspiring lawyer. I don't think she's certified just yet, but Lord knows she's working.
She's definitely working, but she is certified baddie nonetheless.
Right now, she's advocating for the release of the brothers. After I listened to the Rich and Weekly podcast this week, I wanted to dive a bit deeper into the Menendez brothers saga. Eric Menendez accused Ryan Murphy essentially of defamation of character.
It's quite the claim coming from someone who's in prison.
That Murphy wanted to portray these brothers with sexual undertones and the overall vibe that they potentially had an incestuous relationship and they were in love with each other.
Oh.
You watched the show, did you get that vibe?
Nah, it did seem weird the way that they were obsessing over being around each other when they were in jail and stuff like that. More than just brotherly.
So fans and viewers are equally upset and are saying that this is a step backwards in understanding and unpacking childhood trauma because people at the time didn't really talk about what exactly they went through.
All they knew was that they murdered their parents, but they didn't really talk about how we got to that point.
Sexual abuse component of this case wasn't really evident in the trial or at the time.
I mean, that's a major part of the case to overlook.
Ryan Murphy said he wanted to portray all the different potential theories of the case. He wanted to leave it up to the fans at home to determine who are the real monsters.
People aren't born murderers. A dog only bites when they've been bitten before.
Is that true? While I was listening to Rich and Weekly, I found out that Ryan Murphy alleged that Eric hasn't even seen the show.
Yeah, if he's in jail, I don't know if they got Netflix. Even though I've seen people on Twitter running 2K in the jail cells.
Ryan Murphy accused both of the brothers of playing the victim card and said that they should send him flowers for bringing the case back to relevancy.
Jesus Christ. I mean, he's being a dick about it, but in a small way, he's not wrong. He's clearly exploiting them to be able to make a buck off of their story. But Eric and Lyle are going to be benefiting from the fact that this case was brought back to the light.
True, but Ryan Murphy, go on, wait, how many shows do you need? In response to the criticism, Ryan Murphy, that there's no real way he could portray what actually happened because no one truly knows.
Do your due diligence, do your research, and he shouldn't have done it at all.
All right, Deuce, what are your overall thoughts on the rehashing of the Menendez brothers case?
Listen, I always thought that they was murderers. They indeed are, but I think that there's more to the case. And from what I saw, Eric and Lyle went through a lot that led them to the point of murdering their parents.
Next week, they're going to be getting more in-depth on Kim Kardashian's involvement on the case, so I will be tuned in. Wonderies, Rich and Weekly.
Wow, Rich and Weekly. Talk to me nice. Also, Kim K doing the Lord's work.
I mean, her father was also a lawyer for a murderer, so it all comes full circle.
Yeah, but I feel like her intentions are a little more pure.